Hi, welcome to this crochet tutorial. I made a square into another square. Grab your yarn and a hook and let's get started. I used two colors of yarn and a crochet hook of 3.5 mm. I start with the first color and I make a magic circle on the hook. Then we make a first double crochet and that's a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. In the magic circle we make 2 more double crochets. Yarn over, enter your hook in that magic circle, grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over, pull to 2, yarn over, pull to 2. Once more in that circle and double crochet. Now we have here 3 double crochets in the magic circle. You make a corner and chain 2, 1, 2, now back in that same magic circle, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Now we have to create a corner. We make a chain 2. Back in that same magic circle, 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Then a corner of a chain 2, 3 more double crochets here in the magic circle. 1, 2, 3, and then we have to make our last corner and chain 2. Now we close the magic circle. We put on that short tail here in the middle. Then we make on the top of the first double crochet, and that's the chain 3, in the third chain stitch a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3 in that stitch. Go in with your hook, yarn over, pull through and pull through. Don't cut the yarn. In the next round we use the same color. Round 2 with the same color and we make into the next 2 double crochets a slip stitch. On the second double crochet of the group of 3, grab your yarn, pull through and also into the next stitch a slip stitch. We make also a slip stitch in that corner chain 2 space. So we begin in that corner. We make our first double crochet, that's a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now here in that chain 2 corner space make 2 more double crochets in that space. 1 and 2. Then a chain 2 for a new corner, back in that same chain 2 corner space with another 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. This is the first complete corner. Now make a chain 2, 1 and 2. Skip over the next 3 double crochets and then in the next chain 2 space make a new corner of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 double crochets back in that same corner space. 1, 2 and 3. And then we make a chain 2. And this is the way how we work all the way around. Into the next chain 2 corner space make a new corner of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, then a chain 2, in the last corner also 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then in the beginning we make also a chain 2 before we close here on the top of the first chain 3. I made my last corner. After that last 3 double crochet, work and chain 2. Then we close on the top of the first double crochet, and that's the chain 3 in the third chain stitch with a slip stitch. Now cut the yarn and weave the tail in on the back of the stitches and pull on that short tail in the middle to close that magic circle, and weave also the tail in. We start with the second color and make a slip knot on the hook. And we begin here not in a corner but in a straight side of a chain 2 space. In this straight side we make a corner. We begin with a standing double crochet in that chain 2 space in the straight side. The yarn is on the hook, yarn over. Then enter your hook in that chain 2 space of a straight side. Grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over, pull for 2, yarn over, pull for 2, and this is a standing double crochet. In that same space, 2 more double crochets. It's 1 and 2. Now make a chain 2, 1, 2, and go back in that same chain 2 space with 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Now we have here on the straight side a new corner. Make a chain 2, 1, 2, and now in that chain 2 corner space we skip here that next 3 double crochets, we make 1 single crochet. And this is now a straight side. Make a chain 2, skip over the next 3 double crochets, and then on the straight side here in that chain 2 space we make a corner. 3 double crochets in that space. 1, 2 and 3, then a chain 2 and 3 double crochets back in that same space. It's 1, 2 and 3 for your second corner. We make a straight side. Make a chain 2 in the corner chain 2 space, 1 single crochet in that space, and then make a chain 2. And this is the way how you work all the way around. You make a next corner in that straight side of a chain 2 space, then in the corner make 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets in the next space, chain 2, 3 double crochets in that same space, then make a chain 2 and a single crochet in the corner space, single crochet, 2 chain stitches, and make then in the next space a new corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, then make a chain 2 and a single crochet in the corner chain 2 space, chain 2, and now we close on the top of the first standing double crochet with a slip stitch. Don't cut the yarn. In the next round we use the same color. with the same color. We make a chain 3, counts for a first double crochet. Now back in that same stitch where you make that slip stitch, and that's on the top of the first standing double crochet, you make another double crochet. Now you have 2 double crochets in that same stitch. On the top of the next 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. That's 1 in the next stitch and 2. Now here in the chain 2 corner space we make a new corner. Make a chain 2 in that corner space. 1, 2, then a chain 2, and back in that same space 2 double crochets. Into the next 2 stitches, 1 double crochet, 1 in the next 2, and then on the top of the third double crochet of the group of 3 here, you make 2 double crochets in that same stitch. That's 1, back in that same stitch for a second double crochet. Make a chain 1, and now you're on the top of that single crochet, make 1 double crochet. Make a chain 1, then on the top of the first double crochet of that group of 3, make 2 double crochets in that same stitch. That's 1 and 2. Then into the next 2 stitches, 1 double crochet. That's 1 and into the next stitch 2. Then we make a new corner in that chain 2 corner space with 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets. And then you start all over again with the repeat. 2 double crochets in the next stitch, one double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then in the next stitch, this is the third one, you make on the top 2 double crochets, chain 1, 1 double crochet up that single crochet, chain 1, then on the top of the first double crochet of the group of 3 you work in that same stitch 2 double crochets, and then in the next 2 stitches 1 double crochet, and then a new corner. Work like this all the way around, and we close with a slip stitch here on the top of the first double crochet. That's the chain 3 in the third chain stitch. I'm all the way around. I make here my last double crochet on the top of the last single crochet. Then we have to make a chain and close with a slip stitch on the top of the first chain 3. We start on the final round. We make a chain 3, and this counts for a first double crochet. Now on the top of the next 5 stitches, make 1 double crochet. That's 1 into the next stitch, 2 in the next, 3, 4 and 5. Now we have here 6 double crochet. In that chain 2 corner space we make a new corner, 2 double crochets in that chain 2 corner space, make a chain 2, 2 double crochets back in that same space. It's 1 and 2. Now in the next 6 stitches make 1 double crochet, yarn over here, that first double crochet here after that corner, that's your first double crochet of 6, that's 1 in the next, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In that chain 1 space, 1 double crochet, then 1 double crochet on the top of the next double crochet, and in the next chain 1 space also 1 double crochet, and then on the top of the next 6 double crochets 1 double crochet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then in the next corner a new corner of 2 double crochets in that chain 2 corner space, chain 2, 2 double crochets back in that same space, and this corner is the same corner than here, the first corner. Repeat all these stitches all the way around, and then we make an invisible join in the beginning, and then we're done. I'm all the way around. I make 1 more last double crochet, and that's in the last chain 1 space for that chain 3 here. Counts for a first double crochet. In that space is the last double crochet. Cut the yarn, then open up that stitch, pull your hook all the way up, and then with the needle we make an invisible join in the beginning, and we skip always the first stitch for create an invisible join, and that first stitch is that chain 3, counts for a first double crochet. We go to the next stitch, and that's the first real double crochet of the last round. On the top of that last double crochet of the first double crochet, we go under through that whole stitch on the top, pull through, then go back to the last double crochet that you work, then on the top, only in the back loop of that whole stitch, go in with your needle and pull through, and this stitch here is the invisible stitch. On the back make a little knot, on through a stitch, make a loop, put your needle through that loop, and pull for create a little knot, and then weave in on the back of the stitches of the square, and one to the other side, skip one thread here on the back, and work like this. And work also this other tail in. Weave both tails in on the back of the stitches, and we're done to make the square into a square. I hope this was a useful video for you. Are you here for the first time? Then please subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell so you don't miss any new videos from me. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!